Hello. Welcome to TCFL Central. This is a special presentation of the 2025 college football playoffs. We're on episode 2B, which will have the matchup of Oregon versus Texas Tech. Again, this is a quarterfinals game. And let's hit the brackets real quick. As you remember, Indiana knocked off Alabama and they kind of rolled over Alabama. Oregon knocked off James Madison to advance to Texas Tech. The winner will play Indiana. So let's go ahead and get this game underway. Okay, let's go ahead and get this game set up. Regular computer runs both offense and defenses. And this the orange ball. Let's see if we can find that here. Okay, we'll be playing the orange ball. Sunny, let's go ahead and head over there. Get the rosters set up for both teams. Okay, there's your starting offensive and defensive lineups for both teams. Dante Moore's quarterbacking for Oregon. Texas Tech has Aaron Morton. And just quickly looking, Oregon has a pretty solid defense. But when you look at Texas Tech, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 tens. The 110 for Oregon. And Oregon has a few 4-9. They have a couple. The lower echelon, they had 2 sevens over here. There's a 7 and a 6. So I give the nod defensively to Texas Tech. Otherwise, on offense, look at this offensive line. 10-10-9-9-7. Apparently bounces 8. They're going to have a tough time. It'd be interesting to see how Oregon's offensive line holds up against 3 10s and a 9 on Texas Tech's defense. Well, let's go ahead and get the game started. We'll find out. Coin toss.
Welcome to Orange Bowl. Oregon against Texas Tech. For this Action PC playoff game, here's the kick from Hurick.
Okay, there's our kickoff.
The kick from Hurick is returned 23 yards by Gentry. Jackson on the tackle.
And we'll let our
First and 10 at the 25.
We'll
Morton in the shotgun.
After the game to go over the statistics. As you can see, Texas Tech has the ball first. It looks like has the first down on the
Morton with the pass to Virgil. Gain of 11. Kennedy on the tackle. First down. Texas Tech breaks the huddle. Dickey with a gain of 3 on the play. Uyagale on the tackle. Second and 7 from the 39. Morton barks out the signals. Dickey the ball carrier, no gain. Washington with the tackle. Third and 7 from the 39. Morton completes the pass to Eakin, gain of 46, Tieneman with the tackle. 1st and 10 at the 15. Morton to Dickey, gain of 11, Mixon on the tackle, 1st down. Morton throws incomplete to Carter, Tieneman with the coverage. 2nd and goal at the 4. Morton at the line. Dickey on the carry, touchdown Texas Tech. Harrington converts the extra point, Texas Tech 7, Oregon 0. The kick from Harrington is downed by Hill. Moore from the shotgun. Moore throws incomplete to Benson, Boyd on the coverage. 2nd and 10. Moore completes the pass to Bryant, gain of 14, Curry on the stop, 1st down, 1st and 10. Whittington with a gain of 8 on the play, Boyd on the tackle. Whittington lost 2 on the play, Rodriguez on the tackle. 3rd and 4 at the 45. Moore to Johnson, gain of 8, Jordan on the tackle, 1st down. Moore with a gain of 17 on the play, Jordan on the tackle,
Offense.
1st down.
10-yard penalty.
Moore is intercepted by Pollard, return of 24. 2nd and 20. Moore completes the pass to Sadiq, gain of 16, Wisniewski on the tackle. 3rd and 4. Whittington with a gain of 3 on the play, Holmes on the tackle. 4th and 1 from the 38. Moore with a gain of 2 on the play, Bailey on the tackle, 1st down. Texas Tech showing blitz. Moore with the pass to Moore, gain of 12, Curry on the stop, 1st down. Moore completes the pass to Sadiq, gain of 11, Wisniewski on the tackle, 1st down. Moore on the sweep, no gain, Rodriguez on the tackle.
Offense. 10-yard penalty.
Whittington on the carry, gain of 16, Boyd on the tackle. 12 play 68-yard drive. 6:04 off the clock. Davison with the carry, no gain, Holmes on the tackle. 3rd and 4. Davison the ball carrier, touchdown Oregon. The kick by Sappington is good, Oregon 7, Texas Tech 7. Here's the kick from Hurick. The kick from Hurick is returned 28 yards by Gentry, Woodyard with the tackle. Shotgun. Morton calls out the signals. Morton passes to Carter, gain of 8, Tieneman on the tackle. 2nd and 2. Dickey with a gain of 6 on the play, Bercher on the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 42. One-yard gain by Dickey, Flowers on the tackle. Morton the ball carrier, gain of 2, Bercher on the tackle. 3rd and 7 from the 39. Morton going through the signals now. Dickey on the draw, gain of 8, Flowers on the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 31. Morton to Douglas, incomplete, Finney on the coverage. Morton throws incomplete to Virgil, Canady on the coverage.
Offense. 10-yard penalty.
Morton completes the pass to Carter, gain of 14, Tieneman on the tackle. 3rd and 6. Morton is sacked by Uyagale, loss of 3. End of the first quarter, Oregon 7, Texas Tech 7, 48-yard attempt for Harrington. Burgess to hold. This will give them the lead. Vagino with the snap. Harrington missed from 48. More calling signals. Moore lost 6 on the play, Rodriguez on the tackle. 2nd and 16 at the 32. Shotgun. Moore calls out the signals. Moore to Benson, touchdown Oregon. Sappington makes the extra point, Oregon 14, Texas, Hurick boots it. The kick from Hurick is returned 32 yards by Williams, Jackson on the tackle. Shotgun. Morton changing the play. Six-yard run by Dickey, Uyagale with the tackle. 2nd and 4. Three-yard run by Dickey, Uyagale on the tackle. 3rd and 1. Morton calling signals. Dickey with a 9-yard run, Tuiutai on the tackle, 1st down. Morton yelling out the signals. Morton to Carter, gain of 10, Tieneman on the tackle, 1st down. Dickey on the pitch, gain of 2, Mixon on the stop.
Offense. 10-yard penalty.
Texas Tech down 7. 1st and 20 from the 46. Morton completes the pass to Carter, gain of 3, Flowers on the tackle. 2nd and 17 from the 43. Morton at the line. Morton on the carry, gain of 1, Gray with the tackle. 3rd and 16. Williams split out wide. Morton completes the pass to Williams, gain of 9, mix, 51-yard kick for Harrington. This is a long one. Harrington is good from 51 yards, Oregon 14. Harrington boots it. The kick from Harrington is returned 15 yards by Whittington, Balfour with the tackle. More calling signals. More to Whittington, gain of 4, Curry on the tackle. Shotgun formation. More on the carry, gain of 7, Rigsby on the tackle, 1st down. Oregon by 4. 1st and 10 from the 26. Six-yard gain by Davison, Roberts on the tackle. More with a gain of 2 on the play, Rodriguez on the tackle. 3rd and 2. More passes to Hill, incomplete, Roberts on the coverage, Ferguson Reynolds to punt. .49-yard punt by Ferguson Reynolds, return of 13 by Eakin.
Offense. 5-yard penalty.
First and 10 from the 30. Shotgun formation. Morton passes to Douglas, incomplete, Finney on the coverage. Texas Tech breaks the huddle. 2nd and 10 at the 30. Morton completes the pass to Douglas, gain of 10, Mixon on the tackle. Texas Tech trailing by 4. 3rd and inches from the 40. Williams on the pitch, gain of 8, Mixon on the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 48. Williams on the carry, gain of 8, Mixon on the stop. 2nd and 2. Seven-yard run by Williams, Mixon on the tackle, 1st down. Williams with the carry, 10-yard gain, Porter on the tackle. Texas Tech hustling to the line. Morton throws incomplete to Eakin, Abidegwu on the coverage. Texas Tech breaks the huddle. Texas Tech trailing by 4. 3rd and inches at the 27. 2:36 in the 2nd. Flowers in the box. Hill lost 1 on the play, Gray with the tackle. 4th and 1. Hurry up. Morton to Carter, incomplete, Tieneman on the coverage. Moore in the shotgun. Moore on the carry, no gain, fumble recovered by Ayulai, Oregon maintains possession.
10-yard penalty.
Oregon by 4. Shotgun. Moore with the pass to Moore, gain of 23, Jordan with the tackle, first down. Oregon ahead by 4. First and 10 from the 41. Moore on the reverse, no gain, Hunter on the tackle, 2-minute warning. Moore completes the pass to Benson, 12-yard gain, Boyd with the tackle, first down. Moore passes to Whittington, loss of 1, Curry on the tackle. Moore throws incomplete to Benson, Boyd on the coverage. Oregon by 4. Third and 11 from the 48. Moore calling an audible. Moore completes the pass to Sadiq, gain of 6, Wisniewski, Ferguson Reynolds to punt. Eakin standing inside his own 10. "42-yard punt by Ferguson Reynolds, touchback. Shotgun. Dickey on the carry, 3-yard gain, Tuiutai on the tackle. Second and 7. Texas Tech in a hurry up. Morton completes the pass to Douglas, gain of 15, Finney with the tackle, first down, Texas Tech down 4. Morton calls out the signals. Dickey on the carry, gain of 7, Bircher on the tackle. Dickey on the sweep, gain of 2, Bircher on the tackle. Third and 1. Dickey on the carry, gain of 2, Tuiutai on the tackle, first down. Morton calling signals. Morton is sacked by Bircher, loss of 5. Texas Tech in a hurry up. Morton passes to Eakin, incomplete, end of the first half. Here's the kick from Harrington. The kick from Harrington is returned 10 yards by Hill, McCarty on the tackle. Moore calls out the signals. Moore completes the pass to Moore, gain of 7, fumble recovered by Curry, Texas Tech ball, Texas Tech breaks the huddle. Morton in the shotgun. Dickey with a gain of 11 on the play, Tieneman on the tackle, first down. First and goal from the 5. Dickey with the carry, loss of 2, Alexander on the stop. Texas Tech down by 4. Second and goal. Morton passes to Carter, incomplete, Tieneman on the coverage. First and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun. Moore barks out the signals. Whittington on the carry, gain of 1, Rodriguez on the tackle. Whittington on the carry, 4-yard gain, Rodriguez on the stop. Oregon up 4. 3rd and 5 from the 25. Moore to Sadiq, gain of 8, Wisniewski on the tackle, 1st down. Moore completes the pass to Bryant, gain of 8, Wisniewski with the tackle. Moore to Johnson, touchdown Oregon. Sappington converts the extra point, Oregon 21, Hurick to kick off. The kick from Hurick is returned 29 yards by Gentry, Stratton on the tackle.
10-yard penalty.
Morton from the shotgun. They're looking for Dickey. Dickey on the carry, no gain, Uyagale on the tackle. Morton completes the pass to Douglas, touchdown Texas Tech. Harrington makes the extra point, Oregon 21, Texas Tech 17. The kick from Harrington is downed by Hill. Moore from the shotgun. Seven-yard gain by Whittington, Height on the tackle. Oregon by 4. Moore calls out the signals. Moore to Johnson, gain of 17, Jordan on the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10. Moore at the line. Moore the ball carrier, no gain, Bailey on the tackle. Moore calls the signals. Moore on the sweep, gain of 3, Jordan with the tackle. 3rd and 7 from the 48. Moore to Sadiq, gain of 9, Wisniewski on the stop, 1st down. Moore to Sadiq, gain of 12, Wisniewski on the tackle, 1st down. Five-yard run by Whittington, Bailey on the tackle. 2nd and 5. Sadiq on the reverse, gain of 4, Roberts on the tackle.
Offense. 10-yard penalty.
Moore with the pass to Bryant, incomplete. Oregon by 4. 3rd and 15 from the 32. 5:10 left in the 3rd. Moore is intercepted by Pollock, return of 0. Shotgun. Dickey with the carry, gain of 3, Washington on the tackle. Williams lost 1 on the play, Washington on the tackle. Texas Tech down 4. 3rd and 8 from the 10. 3:38 left in the 3rd. Morton is sacked by Alexander, loss of 2. Burgess will punt. In his own end zone. "43-yard punt by Burgess, no return. Moore in the shotgun. Moore on the carry, loss of 3, Jordan on the tackle.
Offense. 10-yard penalty.
2nd and 13. Whittington with the carry, touchdown Oregon. The kick by Sappington is good, Oregon 28, Texas. Here's the kick from Hurick. The kick from Hurick is returned 7 yards by Gentry, Finney on the tackle. Shotgun. Morton calls the signals. Dickey with the carry, gain of 2, Washington with the tackle. All eyes on Dickey. Morton calls out the signals. Dickey with a gain of 6 on the play, Bircher on the tackle. 3rd and 2 at the 29. Morton calls out the signals. Morton completes the pass to Eakin, 5-yard gain, Abidegwu on the tackle, for Texas Tech down by 11. Morton passes to Carter, gain of 7, Tieneman on the tackle.
10-yard penalty.
1st and 20 at the 24. Morton is sacked by Tieneman, loss of 6, end of the 3rd quarter, Oregon 28, Texas Tech 17. Morton to Douglas, incomplete. 3rd and 26. Morton to Douglas, gain of 15, Finney on the tackle. Burgess deep in punt formation. "48-yard punt by Burgess, return of 12 by Benson. Oregon leads by 11. Shotgun. Moore barks out the signals. Moore lost 3 on the play, Holmes on the tackle. Moore to McClellan, gain of 13, Curry on the tackle, 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 41. Moore calls out the signals. Moore to McClellan, 14-yard gain, Curry on the stop, 1st down. Moore brings them to the line. Oregon by 11. Moore on the bootleg, no gain, Bailey on the tackle. Oregon ahead by 11. Whittington with the carry, gain of 1, Height on the tackle. Oregon by 11. 3rd and 9. Moore passes to Bryant, 14-yard gain, Curry on the tackle, 1st down. Whittington on the carry, touchdown Oregon. The kick by Sappington is good, Oregon 35, Tex, Hurick to kick off. The kick from Hurick is returned 25 yards by Gentry, Woodyard with the tackle. Shotgun formation. Morton to Eakin, incomplete, Abidegwu on the coverage. 2nd and 10 from the 46. Morton calling an audible. Morton passes to Virgil, gain of 15, Flowers on the tackle, first down. Dickey on the carry, no gain, Tuyatai on the tackle. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Texas Tech in a hurry up. Morton passes to Jones, 11-yard gain, Tieneman on the stop, first down. 1st and 10. Texas Tech hustling to the line. Williams with the carry, gain of 2, Alexander on the tackle. They're in a hurry up. Morton to Eakin, gain of 10, Abidegwu on the tackle, first down. Texas Tech hustling to the line. Ten-yard gain by Williams, Flowers on the tackle, first down. 1st and goal from the 6. Texas Tech in a hurry up. Morton calling the signals. Someone jumped. Possible free play for Morton. Williams on the carry, touchdown Texas Tech. The kick by Harrington is no good, Oregon 35, Texas Tech 23. The kick from Harrington is downed by Hill. I formation. Moore at the line. Whittington on the carry, no gain, Curry on the tackle. Oregon ahead by 12. Oregon taking their time. Moore to Benson, gain of 11, Pollock on the tackle, first down. 1st and 10 from the 36. Moore taking his time. Moore to Moore, 1-yard gain, Pollock on the tackle. Oregon leads by 12. 2nd and 9 from the 37. 5:46 in the 4th. Oregon in no hurry. Moore calls out the signals. Davison with a 1-yard run, Rodriguez on the tackle. 3rd and 8 at the 38. Slow down. Moore at the line. Moore to Moore, gain of 4, Pollock with the tackle. Ferguson Reynolds to punt. "45-yard punt by Ferguson Reynolds, no return. Texas Tech down by 12. Morton in the shotgun. Morton passes to Douglas, 9-yard gain, Finney on the tackle. They're in a hurry up. Flowers up in the box. Morton calling an audible. Morton to Dickey, 10-yard gain, Bircher with the tackle, first down. 1st and 10 from the 32. Texas Tech hustling to the line. Morton completes the pass to Virgil, gain of 12, Flowers on the tackle, first down, Oregon showing blitz. Morton completes the pass to Douglas, touchdown Texas Tech. The conversion is successful, Oregon 35, Texas Tech 31. Hans team on the field. Here's the kick from Harrington. Shotgun. "31-yard run by Moore, Jordan on the tackle, first down. Slow down. Whittington lost 4 on the play, Rodriguez on the tackle. 2-minute warning. 2nd and 14 at the 48. Moore passes to Benson, gain of 13, Boyd with the tackle.
False start. Offense, 5-yard penalty. False start. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
3rd and 11 at the 45. Moore lost 3 on the play, Wisniewski on the stop. Ferguson Reynolds back to punt. Eakin waiting inside his own 10. "36-yard punt by Ferguson Reynolds, out of bounds. Shotgun formation. Morton is sacked by Tuiutai, loss of 11. Texas Tech trailing by 4. Morton with the pass to Douglas, gain of 6, Finney on the stop.
15-yard penalty. Automatic, first down.
Dickey with a gain of 4 on the play, Flowers on the tackle. Texas Tech in a hurry up. Morton calling signals. Morton passes to Virgil, 7-yard gain, Canady with the tackle, first down. Morton is sacked by Uyagale, loss of 4. Texas Tech in a hurry up. Morton passes to Eakin, incomplete. Texas Tech trailing by 4. 3rd and 14. 0:39 left in the game. Morton to Eakin, incomplete. 4th and 14 from the 29. 0:31 left in the 4th. Morton to Douglas, incomplete. Oregon 35, Texas Tech 31.
Well, that's it from the Orange Bowl. Oregon hangs on to win 35-31 over Texas Tech. Let's take a look at the stats. The old touchdown and one field goal that everybody scored in every quarter. Halftime it was Oregon 14, Texas Tech 10. And on the drive summaries, both teams had over 20 first down. No pass for 300. Oregon ran for 166. Texas nearly 100. Net offense 529. Oregon 465. Texas. The Oregon fumble. Turnover one. 2 for Oregon, 1 for Texas Tech. Okay, player stats more. For Oregon, 363, 1 interception, touchdown, 123 rating. Orton, 366, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns. Got sacked 6 times, 108 rating. Cunningham ran for 123 for Oregon, taking 78 for Texas Tech. Douglas had 7 receptions for 184 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 73-yarder. On this side, for Oregon, Benson 4 catches for 104 yards, 1 touchdown, long was 68. Quite a few long plays here. Okay, that looks like that's it for the stats. Run through the play-by-play, we'll wrap this game up. Again, final of the Orange Bowl, Oregon 35, Texas Tech 31. And looking at the brackets, we now have Oregon moving on to play Indiana. That's a Big Ten matchup in the semifinal. Next game up is Texas A&M and Ohio State. Now we play in the Cotton Bowl, and that will be episode 2C, like in Charlie. So this is very TCFL channel. Signing off. Hope you had a great evening watching a fantastic game with Oregon and Texas Tech. Good night, everyone.